Hello everyone, welcome you all in our another podcast session with our new author Silpa Gaur ma'am. She is author of Class 9 Social Science book, which is strictly based on the CBSE. Her book is recently launched in month of September and is available on different platforms. Silpa Gaur is graduate from Lady Sri Ram College, Delhi, University of Delhi, as holding a honors degree in history. She also holds masters in education from Kurukshetra University as well. She worked as an educator in different schools and having a different backgrounds in terms of social science teaching, along with that writing the other books in a field of social science. So now it's time to welcome Shilpa Gaur ma'am in our podcast, and so that she can talk about her book, what she had written, and guide us about her journey. So let's welcome Shilpa Gaur ma'am in our podcast.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So it's like as you have already discussed regarding my educational background. So as far as my journey goes, it was like when I started with my teaching career.
Mhm.
Probably I was young, 20 to 23 years when I started my first job as a teacher, social science teacher. So when I entered into this field and I entered into the classroom, the first reaction which I saw of kids was social science and then history, not again, because it's like history is a subject which is the most dreaded one by the students.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, as everyone knows, you have long answers and then you have to ratify, so that's a big task for kids. So my journey started from my classroom teaching experience.
Okay. And that I think you had told it in the book how you can make it beautiful. That's so.
Yes, that's what my main target audience were, the kids, so as to make social science more interested rather than focusing on giving them long notes. My focus was students themselves framed answers. None of the answers to be written in long paragraphs, but they should be in short
Okay.
pointers.
That's nice. To begin with, could you please briefly introduce yourself to our listeners who are watching our podcast?
I am very much pleased to inform that my class 9 social science book have been published by Natal's Publications. I'm very much thankful to them. And as far as myself goes, it's like I did my graduation from Lady Shri Ram College, History Honors. Then I also did my post graduation and my masters in education.
Oh, that's nice. So you are coming with same field and you had started your journey being from educator to classroom journey to being a writer now. So that's
Yes.
pretty nice. Like that you had mentioned, like I have read about you. You did your masters in history coming from a Lady Sri Ram College, Delhi University itself. So how did this academic journey start shaping you as an educator?
My education journey probably started from it at the roots from my family. My father being a retired veterinary doctor, and my mother, she was a history teacher and she retired as a principal. We had a background of education, and education was the topmost priority which was given in our home. So that motivated me, and then since my mother was in the same field, so I chose the same field.
So, like your mother was a teacher, and that inspires you to come with that writing journey as well. So,
Yes, it's
somehow
like
she was inspiration for you.
yes, he was my inspiration till date. It's because whatever I am today, I owe my success, my everything to my mom.
Okay, that's pretty nice. So, like you had mentioned, you had a very inspiring journey coming from your parents, and now we will be talking about more why you had starts writing in social science book. Okay, especially strictly based upon NCRT pattern. So, can you please brief it why for the CBSE pattern and why it's like a social science?
Probably social science, as I told you, I took up social science because I had a social science background in my house. So I was inspired and I took up social science, and my mains were history.
Yeah.
So my journey started with my classroom teaching. When I started, my first school was DAV school, Mausam Vihar. When I started teaching, when I entered the classroom, it was like, as soon as I entered, the students' reaction was, "Oh, history, अब फिर boring subject पढ़ना पड़ेगा." I think that
Yes,
is
yes,
the most of the typical reaction of every student.
yeah.
And that's because our education structure was designed in such a manner.
Mhm.
But now you have many innovations. We have now smart boards, we have slides, we have presentations. So now social science is becoming much more interesting. And then I thought of also removing the barrier of long answers from the notebooks.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
your book is basically more talk about instead of a long question, long answers, you had mentioned them in a points or in a very short form, different.
It's
Correct.
like what I have done is I have started each chapter with a brief summary.
Okay.
It's like you have 20 to 25 points at the first before starting of the chapter,
Mhm.
so that the students can get an idea, even if they don't go through the chapter, don't go through the NCRT books, and they read that chapter, that summary, that will make it clear. And each and every word, it has been taken from the book itself.
So you had mentioned social science as a trade subject, and you
Yes.
faced it while you were educating the students.
Regarding that, I would also suggest my experience when I left my job and I started teaching my own daughter.
Mhm.
Now she's in grade 9. She'll be coming in grade 9.
Okay, okay, that's nice.
Yes. So when the subject was introduced, probably in 6th grade,
Mm-hmm.
so she herself used to cry, "Mama, I can't do this subject. I can study anything but not history, geography."
Oh,
Yes.
so maybe that was a kick point, I will say, that make you realize you need to switch your career from being a teacher to being a writer who can make the book
Yes, you can.
available.
You can say that. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. That's when I was talking about your inspiring journey, what inspired you more. So I was trying to find out the reason behind it because coming from a that such college and started the journey from a DAV. Okay, you are already having a very good path in your teaching journey. Okay, so
Yeah, I taught in
suddenly
many
why?
schools.
Yeah, suddenly why you switched from a that one and you left it down and starts focusing on writing the book for subjects like a social science. Okay, so
Yeah,
now I
probably
got it.
like my career was at a peak. I taught at DAV. Then after marriage, I was into Bal Bharti school. Then I also taught at Indraprastha.
Okay,
But then probably when I had my second child,
okay,
my son,
hmm,
so I just thought of giving a break to my journey.
okay, okay,
But then I was just at home, and then my kids were growing, and especially when my daughter, when she came in sixth class, sixth grade, and she was very much upset that, "Mama, I can't study this subject." So
okay,
I used to make notes for her. I used to write it in a flowchart form, in points form, mind maps. It was from there I decided that I need to do not only for my child, I need to do this for the
rest of
entire students.
yes. That's why I am coming on a next session that's called for teaching philosophy and methodology. So this book strongly moves away from the role memorization. Why do you think memorization alone fails students in a social science?
Probably memorization is a concept you can memorize it today, you can memorize it tomorrow, but then you can't keep on memorizing it until and unless you learn what it is all about.
Yes, yes, yes.
Firstly, the concept should be clear in the mind of the child. Only then you can learn. And what was the strategy being applied was students were given long answers without any understanding. They were given like, okay, these are the 5 chapters which will be coming in the exam, and you have to appear for this.
Yes, yes.
So first method, what I did was in schools, I started with a system called resource book.
Okay,
I made a resource book for probably classes 6 to 8,
okay.
which had only worksheets in
Mhm.
the form of fill ups, in the form of MCQs, and the points, answers in points. My journey started from there.
That's nice. So your book has divided into four parts basically.
Yes.
One is history, another one is a political science, another one is geography, and then economics. So how does this book connects the students in a real life concept?
It's like it helps in connecting with real life because social science deals with real life situations. It helps in understanding us how people live, think, and interact in the society. It tells us about the past, and then coming up to the economics, it tells the students about the economics, about how the trade links are being carried out in the society. And geography tells the people about their nature, about their surroundings.
Okay, so that's nice. So, in your viewpoint, if I will say you need to define something, what is the misconceptions we have in terms of a social science that students always think about? So, what you will say?
The first misconception when the word social science comes, the first misconception is, oh, social science. Itne lambe lambe answers, so big answers, how we are going to mug up? How are we going to memorize? That is the first question which comes to every student's mind.
Okay, because everybody will be start sleeping if they will be like चलो मॉर्निंग में
Yes.
आज मैं सोशल साइंस पढ़ता हूँ एंड देन सोशल साइंस पढ़ते पढ़ते ही उनका 10 मिनट का
And so,
पावर नैप हो
and
गया.
social science is the subject, they'll study everything. Acha, social science, we'll do later.
Yes.
They have a tendency to just leave that subject.
And even if I will say, and not in terms of a subjects only, social science ऐसा subject है जो हमें society में जीना सिखाता है.
Yes.
How our, people were living, how we are living, and how we need to live. So
It's like
all
it
the things.
tells us how the society evolved.
Yes,
Then the
that.
civics tells us how the society is working.
Yes, yes, yes. So if I would say you need to define a social science in a one line, how would you define it?
Social science is a concept which helps us to deal with society, which helps us to tell us how our society evolved, what was our past, what were our traditions, how a country should be governed,
Yes.
how trade practices are done.
That's nice. So you had defined in a very, precise manner. If somebody need to write it down a very short answer, they can just watch this clip and simply write down in an exam, and they will easily memorize one. So let's move on the another part of our podcast where we'll be talking about how you structures and academic depth you had given in your particularly this book. So what you would like to say, this book is equally useful for average students as well as who are the high scorers as well.
Probably my book, it focuses more on the average student, and not only on the average student but also on the mothers in particular, because even the parents, they are not clear of the concept. So my book, that's why I have not given it name guide. Guide means like you have the answers not from the book but picked up from here and there. So it discusses everything but in a very simple and in a precise and short manner. It's just to the point. So it's easier for the mothers as well to make their kids learn.
Yes, that's pretty nice. Even
Yes.
parents was always need to be equivalent, participative in terms of the success or understanding the concept of the course. So how does this book support in a both way for the exam preparation? That is the one point.
Yes.
Another one is the conceptual clearance, how the concept is getting cleared of the students. So how you finding this book is will be the one point solution for both the problems?
Like it's like now the new education policy that's compulsory from 6th to 10th. It was there for 9th and 10th, but now it has been made compulsory for probably 6th to 10th to have NCRT books.
Yes.
So it's like, since the book, my book, that's completely based on NCERT. So everything, there's nothing from beyond NCRT, no extra topics, nothing, just whatever is given in the book as it is, it has been replaced in a simple language, in a more easier language.
Yes.
So it can be easier for the students.
Okay, that's pretty nice. So, if something that you would advise to the teachers in terms of the social science, how they can make it attractive for the students so that they will start having the interest on reading or listening the lectures of a social science. So, what one tips that you would like to give to the teachers?
One advice would be to connect the social science, connect the chapter to the real life situations. Rather than beginning with the chapter, what I would suggest it, which most of the schools now have started doing it, to begin with a presentation to show them a story. Teach them the chapter as a story, not as a chapter.
Yes.
Take it as a story.
So, do you believe this book can help reduce the exam anxiety that everybody who has? So,
Definitely, it's going to reduce the exam anxiety of the students.
yes,
Because why, when you, as soon as the open, and it's nothing like it's my book I have written, so everything has to be clear, everything is perfect. I'm not saying that, but then that's from my personal experience. Like, I have taught in schools for the past 5 6 years. I have an experience of 6 years in teaching. So what I feel, that be it English, be it science, be it any subject, if it is in points, if it is in the form of flowchart, that makes any subject much more clear rather than if you have to mug up.
yes,
That's what my basic idea is there in the book.
yes, that's
And
brilliant.
that's why I have in my cover page itself, I have focused on strictly based on NCRT.
Yes. So we this is book who is so basically right now having their education in a CBSE board, they can go and grab the copies of class 9 social science book which is written by Silpa Gorman. That is
Yes.
definitely going to help you reduce your anxiety, which everybody feels, I think, for every subject. But for social science, you can refer to her. So now coming to another part, because book writing is not an easy task. So what are the challenges that you had faced while writing such a vast subject, social science, because that belongs to multiple, subtopics, like a sub-subjects, I will say. So what the challenges that you had faced?
Look, writing a book and teaching it in a school are totally just the opposite. I mean, you आप बिल्कुल भी compare नहीं कर सकते. In the classroom teaching, it's like you just have to deliver a lecture, give the answers to the kids, and done. No doubt teachers are doing a wonderful job. Even that is not easy. But then writing a book, you have to keep in mind not only the students, you have to keep in mind the level of the students.
Yes, yes, yes.
How a student from a low grade to an average to an excellent student, how
Yes.
it will help all these
Very nice.
levels.
So that's inspiring journey always comes when somebody starts doing new work, because everything required a kind of motivation or inspiration to start something new. So that's pretty nice. So how did you ensure that language remains simple without any compromising the concept?
It's like from the starting, I had a flair for writing.
Yeah.
So I just thought of why not converting this into some useful thing which could be helpful for others as well. And my main idea behind this was not to write and have a very flowery language, because above average student can obviously understand the flowery language, but when it comes to the average students, the book should be such that it should be understandable to everyone, and not only to the students but to the parents in particular,
Okay, that's
because nowadays parents are much more concerned for their kids studies. So I had to keep, yes, so I had to keep both the parents and the students in mind before writing this book.
okay. So
So it was a task for me. Yes.
Even I have seen when you were we are ending of for the editing of this book, you were precisely looking on each and every point that need to be very make sure what you want to deliver in that book and how
Yes,
it will be.
even minute details, you also know, even minute details like this point, this word, it should be highlighted.
Yes,
This point should be highlighted.
yes.
So these were the minute details which had to be done.
I would like to just mention the special thanks to Nuttall's editorial team and the formatting team who worked with the ma'am day and night to make this book successful and accurate for the students who want to read social science in a very precise and compact and with the concept. conceptual way. I'm moving toward the next segment where we'll be talking about the impact and what the reader will be going with the like the lessons after reading this book. So, what does the success look like to you for this book?
A success, if you go for the success, currently I am not focused on the success. My main purpose is just to make the social science much more easy, ताकि बच्चे डरे ना, they are not scared when they hear of the subject social science. And I also thank Natal's publication, because writing is one part, but then getting that writing into a shape and getting it in a presentation form, even that matters a lot. Like, I have seen many books, the concept is very much clear, the language is also clear, but then the formatting of the book, letters are very small, it's not highlighted. So I would also thank your team for making so much of efforts and editing my book even at the last moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we know that the what kind of the up and downs we have seen on during that book. So
And I
that's
was always I was always after you that okay, this has been done, but then please edit this thing. This has not been done correct. Fourth point should be at the third, third at the fourth, and all these.
that's a very great journey, and that need to be always in our mind whenever we will be looking on that book comes. Yeah, that needed a lot of the patience for the both the publishers as well as the for the author. So now final picture is ready, readily available for the readers who want to read this book. Another question I have, ma'am, if a student finishes this book and with so sincere manner, so what skills beyond mark do you think they will be taking it?
Probably they will be getting a better understanding of the subject.
Okay. And
That's
how
what
they need to live within a society, live
how they
live.
how they need to live in the society, and probably being ninth class students get mature enough, they have better understanding, and rather than mugging up, they first need to understand.
So yeah, that's pretty nice. And that when we are reading something, we want something as a lesson, and that lesson is going to help the students basically in a class ninth only. But their thoughts will impact in the future, and these are the new generation of our India.
These are the young generation which are being they are these are the young kids who are being developing themselves as future citizens of the country.
Definitely. So it's always required to read it, apply it, and then live it.
Yes.
Okay. So now moving towards the future plans that you have. Definitely you had launched your class 9 book. I know you are not going to stop yourself with the class ninth only. So what's the plan that you have for a future upcoming projects?
It's like I have got very good reviews for my ninth class book, and there are many teachers and students, my colleagues, who have appreciated my work,
Okay.
which has motivated me to write for grade 10th as well.
Okay,
So
that's
my
nice.
next assignment would be writing for class 10th.
Okay, so that's nice. So when we can expect it, is that need to be launched in a class? Since you had started writing, you are finished, you had already finished. So what's the stage of that work?
Probably you might expect that book in the coming academic session.
Okay, so
My
that's
plan is that, yes.
so finger crossed, guys. Maths 10th class standards book is also coming in social science, and that will be the similar genre. Like we will be talking about the concept, point to point discussion. So everything will be available. That will make social science interesting and easily understandable for you. So now moving towards the last segment that we have so-called. So, ma'am, if we need to describe your book in a one sentence, what it would be?
Probably it is the best book which I can suggest if an average student wants to excel in social science exams.
Okay. And how does teaching and writing for the students mean to you on a personal level?
It means a lot for me because writing gives me a better understanding about the subject, and it also helps me in connecting with the students.
Mhm. Okay, that's nice. If I will ask you, ma'am, like you want to give a one lesson or one liner to our students, so what you would like to give?
The message which I would like to give to my students would be It is the only book which is in comparison with the NCRT. Each and every topic, like you have the terms, you have the picture based questions, each and everything is being discussed in a very precise form. If you study this, I don't think you would require any other book.
If somebody wants to purchase this book, from where they can get it?
That's available on Amazon, on Kindle, on Flipkart,
Pretty
all the
nice.
major platforms.
Okay, okay, that's nice. And people can grab it in different book fairs as well. In Nuttall's publication stall. Come and join and read this social science book. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. And we are looking forward to have your 10th class book published.
Thank you so very much.